Don't ignore AI anymore. Also, when you are buying digital asset. Today, I have an AI app for you, a deal review that you might like. In this video, I'm going to show you a new passive income idea of how to make money from an AI app. This listing review recording is from a monthly event that I do. If you want to join, ask me in the comments and I'll give you the link to join. No problem. My name is Shlomo Freund and my channel is about giving you passive income ideas. I share with you every week an interesting deal that I found. I share the good things about it, the bad things about it, easy wins, everything you need to know so you can buy your own digital assets. Over the years, I've seen thousands of those deals and also bought a bunch myself. I'm here to help you do the same thing. There is really a lot to look into when you are looking at these deals. Let's jump into the deal, but also make sure you're sticking with me until the end, because I'm going to share with you a tip of how to identify stable traffic, digital assets, and websites so you don't have to fear so much about those Google updates happening more and more often. So we have a business on Flippa again, and this one is called ChefGPT. Already like the name, because it rings well with ChatGPT, of course. ChefGPT is an AI-powered recipe generator that creates tailor-made recipes and meal plans based on dietary restrictions, ingredients, and more. You can see the screenshot of the website here. They're asking for 90,000. It has 326,000 page views a month, profit margin is 72%. Site age is this, just 1 year. It's making just $1,000 a month of monthly profit. They're asking for 90,000. This is a huge multiple, so I'm very interested to see why this is so expensive. My hunch is definitely heavily negotiate this deal, but let's see. Let's go again, see who the seller is. This is someone from Hong Kong, MIU Digital Limited. They have their email and phone number verified, but not their government ID. I assume that this is because they're a business. That's my thinking here. So it's not a person, but a company. This is at least what they're saying. So it's hard to say. This is something you should watch out. No reviews, no feedback on the seller, no previous transactions. Also kind of on Flippa, let's say not red flag, pink flag over there. Revenue, you see here from February all the way to July, revenue plummeted. In January, something happened, but the page views have not, right? So somehow it seems like they kind of stopped selling something, okay? Because they still have traffic, but I wonder why they stopped. ChefGPT is an established player in growing AI apps space and available on web app and mobile app, Android and iOS. Currently, ChefGPT offers the following features. I'm not gonna go through all the features, but definitely different ways to make recipes. You see pantry chef mode, master chef mode, macros chef mode, generate recipes based on specific micronutrient goals. They have all the features here, but not so much about the business side, if you see what I'm saying. So shopping list, cookbook. What's nice here is that they do buy on Amazon Fresh and Instacart out of the box ingredients from the app. This is how they make their money. All the ingredients mentioned in the generated recipes and meal plans. That's a cool idea. Could be that their Amazon account was closed. This is why they stopped making money. Domain chefgpt.xyz. I don't like the XYZ so much. Maybe you have something interesting to say about these. They're not valued as high as .com or even others. Does make money from AdSense? Very, very little. See over here, they had more revenue, much more revenue until December. Annual revenue, 15,000 and annual profit, 11,000. The monthly profit here is lower than what it stated above, so 631. Payment processing fee, $88 a month. Hosting, $20 a month. AI services, 180. Fluctuating, but still on the highs with the page views. You see, so very nice traffic. So more page views, but you see that the number of unique visits is pretty stable. Here it's 150, but you see here 40, 50, 100. Okay, I'm not sure why it's jumping here in July and November. Maybe people are looking for more recipes at this time of year. It's hard to tell. Engagement statistics. These are the number of users and page views. You see that people are looking at a lot of page views. So 3.5 page views a sessions. That's a high number for people. So looking for a few recipes before choosing one or leaving the app or leaving the web app. As I understand, most of the traffic is from organic 77%, which is, I wouldn't say a good thing nowadays when Google is killing, as we mentioned at the beginning, the organic traffic. It's not like 90 or 95% traffic, organic traffic. So it's not as risky as you see some other websites. They have 90, 95% organic traffic. Direct traffic 19%, referral 2.4%, cross network 1%, whatever that means. Then top countries. Okay, most of it is India, 136,000, then United States, United Kingdom, Spain, and Germany. Generally speaking, ads running for developed countries pay more, much more than emerging markets, so India in this example, and that's about half of the traffic. A strategy here would be somehow get more users from developed countries like the US, UK, and others. Definitely something very prominent here in this listing. Monetization method, ads, affiliate sales, service and subscriptions. Again, Stripe. So I mentioned before that if you are not eligible to open a Stripe account in your country, you need to either move them to a new payment system, which probably will cause a churn of people who are already on this platform, or you need to open a company and do some kind of workaround with this one. Still includes domain, email address, subscriber list, custom technology, fine, website file, and post-sale support included right here. Again, what this post-include sale includes 30 days, 90 days, 60 days. Is that chat? Is that emails? Is that video calls? You really need to define this with the seller. Now look at the social media assets that they're selling. Pretty little social media assets, and then 430,000 subscribers. You need to ask the seller, who are these subscribers? Where are they coming from? Is this really an email list? Can you really email all of those? It's something to look into. Let's look at their P&L. Very interesting to see what's going on here. Because you see this listing is interesting, but it doesn't have enough information to really estimate clearly enough about the business. Definitely, if you are considering this business, first of all, heavily negotiate the price, but definitely go on a thorough call with the seller, understanding what exactly you're buying. Let's look at what are trends. Bad trends. You see here, revenue is gone in June. You see that? Let's look at 2024 P&L. Let me make my screen larger here.
Hopefully that's because they haven't put it in June yet, and it just looks like that.
Look.
Hopefully it's not gone to zero.
Web subscription on May 900, 0 in June and onwards. Something have happened. Everything is 0. Well, they had some Google ads somewhere, but it's not in the P&L.
Maybe could be any bot and then ban, because it's on ChefGPT, you know, and with ChefGPT, the people doing a lot of things with Zapier or Make.com, so automatizations, and then when the platforms will find that somebody do robots, then they cut them.
Maybe. I'm just not
You need
sure.
to ask.
But
You
listen,
need to ask.
look here. But they do state that they have ad revenue. Look here. See that? AdSense revenue. It's not in the P&L at all. I'd say they did a really bad job trying to sell this listing, especially at a 90K price. I'd say it's a very bad job. It could be an interesting business, but not enough information to really assess that. You might think differently, but that's my opinion here. Hey, what's up? Please like and subscribe here at the bottom. And let's continue. Never worry about what's for dinner again. The problem, the solution, market validation, 10 months, 6.9 million page views, 100K app installs, 500,000 registered users, 2,000 MRR, 70 to 80 profit margin, 0 marketing investments. Advertise. So they have a pro plan, advertising, affiliate fee, and that's with Amazon, I assume, and paid access to ChatGPT API service for developers who want to build on top of their search structure. That's a good thing that they, build something which is more robust for others to use their platform. Definitely competitive advantage, first to market, first ever food app with AI, brand, memorable, definitely memorable. Online presence, captures 150 organic clicks, availability via web, iOS, Android. Here's the team. Stefano Cantu, marketing lead, Immutable, finance, ex-Visa, ex-Red Bull, definitely impressive experience. Okay, he's Italian, I assume. Okay, it's just him.
Sometimes happen. It looks like one case. We've got a application for dogs, what connecting people who is the dog lovers, right? And behind that, it's super amazing marketing company, and they perfectly launched the app. They perfectly had 90,000 downloads. But the problem after that, after 1 year, they thought that they will start create a social effect inside the app. And it's not happened, right? Like on Instagram, on Facebook. So they didn't have a actually community. They just catch the people to the app but nobody cares in the app. So there didn't start to social effect, and it looks like here, they could to catch the emails, like with the great newsletter. Beginning could be like super high grow, but then they didn't know how to create the social effect inside the app.
I don't know if
looks like that.
if there is social effect for the app.
Is it
it's
possible?
People who eat. We all eat.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it's ChefGPT, that means that the people just consume and not talking together. There is no networking or around. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you could do maybe mini communities, vegetarians, carnivores, paleo, keto, maybe do these and then people talk among themselves. But then you have to also have community managers around those to really operate those, because community can't live, at least at the beginning, without somebody leading it. So
Yes.
I don't know. It's possible. It's kind of a hard strategy to do here. Also, another risk that I see with this business is, why would people not ask ChatGPT instead of going to the app? Why won't do that? I'll give an example. I was using an app for learning, an AI app for language learning, and I did the demo, and then I saw a YouTube video showing how to do the exact same thing with ChatGPT, especially their new feature that you can talk to. So very similar, maybe not 100% the same. I don't know, you get around the same thing. So it's kind of a skin on ChatGPT, which is easy to replicate. So only if people who don't know about ChatGPT would use that. But then the branding here is ChefGPT. It's for people who already know ChatGPT. So it's kind of, it's contradicting. So they would move to ChatGPT at some point. That's the risk that I see here. Definitely, I would not pay $90,000 for this business. There's a huge risk here.
And it also could be like a hype when OpenAI pushing the GPTs, so they could be like on the top in the recommendation GPTs, and then it could fall down, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
we have to
I'm
ask.
super interested to know what happened here. What happened at this point, and why they're not saying anything about it. I don't understand. It's so important to say something about it. Let's look at the comments. Maybe there's something they said. Why are you selling this business? Same question, why are you selling? They're not even communicating. They don't care. That's what it seems. You see that? Somebody's even offering them a joint venture, and that's from April. That's 4 months ago. So this listing is here for a long time, at least from February, so 6 months. It has lots of views and lots of watchers. It could be that this listing is already sold. It could be that they decided to hold it or abandon it. You really can't know. So the way to go here is going and get in touch with the seller. You got their LinkedIn, and ask him about this. I wonder if he still gets messages. By the way, here it says Hong Kong. The seller seems to be Italian, right?
And people are from India.
Half of the
and
people
subscribers
are from
India.
It's all over the place. Profile, nothing. You see this? He's active 5 days ago. I wonder why he's here checking this. Not too much verified. Interesting. So as a person who sees a lot of listings, this listing overall is really lacking to do proper estimates. This is also something to learn from, okay? Sometimes people see good business and you see, wow, it's making so much money. And then you have all these holes in the listing. So pay attention what you're looking at. If you're still interested, try to get as much information from the seller. This is definitely necessary for this listing. And also ask them about the business risks that we mentioned here. How would they mitigate them? What they would do? Maybe they'll have good answers that you'll say, wow, okay, that's really worth buying. And maybe that will not convince you and you say, okay, I'm moving on to the next business. That's basically my thinking.
How much are they asking for this one again?
$90,000.
Did I see 400,000 emails? Was that this one?
400,000 emails, $90,000, but it's making only $1,000 a month.
It seems like it was something that was promoted in the App Store, one of the app stores, and then was stopped being promoted. When did this start, and when did like ChatGPT, its own GPT marketplace store, launch?
Started.
When were those 2 times?
I wonder if it's around that time or not.
Is there a ChatGPT chef one? There's Healthy Chef comes up. 50,000 conversations.
It's a large number. It's a large number.
4.4 stars out of 5, I assume.
He was listing and kind of hoping that something will happen. And he has lots of watchers from what I know, what I'm seeing with Flippa listings. 158 is a high number, but we don't know what happened. Just
Yeah, let's
like
see how many backlinks this has got.
find him.
DR35.
Ahrefs, if you're not familiar with it, is a tool to track websites and understand how much they're worth. It helps to estimate. This is what Richard mentioned, DR35, which is kind of on the low to medium number. Lots of backlinks, 13,000 backlinks. However, number of keywords is rather low, only 174. I would hoped for more.
There's some
at
good
this.
parts to the business. You got to figure out why it dropped. You need the sellers to respond. If it's making $1,000 a month now, I don't know. It feels like it's worth like at least $40,000 for everything. It was something that really blew up. There's a huge number of emails. There's definitely value here, but there's not $90,000 of value unless we get answers.
I would estimate that the cash flow probably at around 18 to 20x, so 18 to 20,000, and you're estimating another 400,000 subscribers with another 20,000.
If it's currently averaging $1,000 a month, making $12,000 a year, then you're kind of buying it for three years profit. But that's because it has a good looking website, it has domain rating, and it has a huge number of subscribers and app downloads. And I saw on the phone like it has in-app advertising and sponsorship as well. Whoever built this, it looks like a decent job. It's just that people can just go to ChefGPT now and get an assistant for free. So he was looking to fundraise at some point. It looks like fundraising off his kind of peak trajectory, and then it tanked.
The tank was in December to January. Let's see when it fell here.
But 2 weeks ago, he posted long overdue update on ChefGPT. Last week, ChefGPT crossed the incredible milestone of 1 million AI generated recipes. Next milestone, 1 million users.
Wow! And so it's now 10 times larger. Now I understand.
It's 2 weeks ago, you know. And he's not commenting on Flippa. No, he's not giving the support of his commenters, right?
Right.
It's weird, actually.
What was the timeline of the revenue again?
So it plummeted from December to January.
I looked up like January was when ChatGPT launched their store, but that doesn't mean that people knew about it. But that's interesting.
But then Jakub said that you probably looked at this one, long overdue update.
Yeah.
And on the deck, he does say 725 recipes. I think this guy basically wanted to sell, then something happened, and he said, I'm gonna go all in. And at least according to his update, he's doing really well. Shall we get in touch with him and try to buy them?
The zero marketing investment, it has to be the app stores loved his AI app and pushed it massively and then stopped. I can't think of any other scenario.
I don't understand how he mitigates ChatGPT. I have no reasonable explanation for that.
People are not going to continue to pay for this, I would think. So there's no marketing, so no one new is really finding it. And going forward, I don't think people would continue to pay. So it's likely this will trend to zero, which is what happens. But it seems that he did a lot right. It looks very well made, but it's a business that's trending towards zero. It's whether the individual assets of the business are worth more than the amount that he's willing to let it go for. Again, I would not be buying this because of the revenue. You're not buying this because it's a cash flowing asset. You're buying this because it's made up of assets that could be valuable if you leverage them elsewhere in other businesses.
I'm trying to see the app data, but it doesn't load here for some reason. I'm kind of trying to validate what you're saying, that they pushed his app.
It comes up in the search bar for me, but it's when I click on it, I don't know.
It's because data AI were bought by Sensor Tower, so it could be that it's just not working anymore. But then
I've got the page and Sensor Tower now.
We acquired data AI. Do you have the page and Sensor Tower?
Yeah, it's this one.
Send it on the chat. I want to open it.
It's saying 50 to 100K install range. Top countries: India, Brazil. Last updated in June. It's not really telling us anything that we don't know. Category rankings. I don't know what category it's in, but it got as far as 60. It's now down to 150.
It's not particularly high. They're organic.
No, yeah, exactly. It had ratings and reviews. The top feature review, 1 star. It works horribly. It keeps freezing. It looks like something that went incredibly well and then didn't.
So I guess more digging needs to be done here. He's done bad job at trying to sell it. He kept going with it, and I think we don't see a bright future for this one, although what he have achieved. We might be wrong on this, but this is what it seems from this research.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how many of the emails are actually clean, valid emails.
Yeah, I would verify them for sure. I would verify all of them for sure.
I mean, that's probably, again, the best, the most valuable asset.
Over here.
Maybe there's 80,000 real people, but then I don't know about whether you're allowed to export. I mean, did they sign up to be emailed? Probably not. It's an interesting one to discuss, but if your goal is to make a return on your $90,000, obviously open to negotiation, then I think there's better places to put your money. Yeah.
Our price here is around 30. Let's say that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what that $995 a month, how fast that's trending down based on everything that we've just done. It's probably worth $20,000 or something, which is pretty brutal based on all the work that this guy's done, but it feels like maybe it's around that amount of money.
Now, earlier in the video, I said I'm going to share a tip with you of how to find stable traffic websites and digital assets. So look at these examples. We have here of zencomputing.com. That's a listing. It doesn't matter what the listing is, but look at this one. This one has organic search of 85%. This means it's heavily reliant on organic search traffic. Mostly it's Google, but not always, so you need to look into that number. But Google organic traffic is highly volatile. Lots of websites were hit by recent Google updates. So if 85% of the traffic is from organic, it means that your traffic is at risk as well. You see here direct is 12%, referral is 2.4%, organic social, that's from basically searches on Facebook and such, very, very little. Now compare this with this one, Ireland Travels Guides. Look at this one. This one has organic search traffic of only 52% and has organic social of 27%, much higher percentage. This means that this website or this asset is much more stable versus the other website, because if there'll be more Google updates and the organic traffic will hit, you will not be influenced as much as the other website I showed you. Now, if you're feeling you're looking for a deal in a specific niche or price or specific digital asset, I've got you all set. This is because I created a video library. The link is down below or here. With this library, you can just sort, search, and filter in order to find the right deal for you. I hope this is helpful for you, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.